पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युता चैद्यदेहोत्थितं ज्योति वासुदेवम् उपाविशत् पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युता चैद्यदेहोत्थितं ज्योति वासुदेवम् उपाविशत् पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युत यदोत्तं ज्योति वासुदेवम् उपाविशत् पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युता चैद्यदेहोत्थितं ज्योति वासुदेवम् उपाविशत् पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युता चैद्यदेहोत्थितं ज्योति वासुदेवम् उपाविशत् पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युता माताजी चैद्यदेहोत्थितं ज्योति वासुदेवम् उपाविशत् पश्यतां सर्वभूतानां उल्केव भुवि खाच्युता चैद्य of Shishupal, Deha from the body, Uthitam risen, Jyoti a light, Vasudevam Lord Krishna, Upavishad entered, Pashyatam as they watched, Sarva all, Bhutanam living beings, Ulka a meteor, Eva as if, Bhuvi on the earth, Khat from the sky, Chyuta fallen. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. An effulgent light rose from Shishupal's body, and as everyone watched, entered Lord Krishna just like a meteor falling from the sky to the earth. Purport. In this connection, the Acharyas remind us that Shishupal is actually one of the Lord's eternal associates, playing the part of a belligerent demon. Thus, to most observers, it appeared that Shishupal achieved the impersonal liberation of merging into Lord Krishna's bodily effulgence. In fact, after being liberated from his mortal frame, Shishupal returned to the side of his master, the Supreme Lord of the spiritual world. The following verse further explains this. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are continuing to read this section of Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein in the Ratsuya Yajna of Yudhishthir Maharaj, when Lord Shri Krishna is being offered Agra Puja, then Shishupal, he becomes very envious. And out of his envy, he starts blaspheming Krishna. And all the devotees there, they become infuriated, angry, and they want to attack and kill Shishupal, including Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, Bhishma Pitama, Yudhishthir Maharaj. But Krishna says no. Don't do. I will take care. He doesn't want a fight in the yajna. A performer of yajna should not be violent. Being violent interrupts the process of yajna. When Prithu Maharaj was doing yajna and Indra was stealing the horse, he wanted to use weapons against Indra. But the Brahmanas told no. Since you are part of the yajna, you should not be violent. When doing dharma, one should not in between do adharma. Not even adharma to protect dharma. In the name of protecting dharma, I do adharma. So then how I am protecting dharma? I am encouraging adharma. So that's not correct. So Krishna didn't wanted two people fighting in the yajna. So he continued to tolerate. And when it became beyond limit, Krishna decided to kill Shishupal. And with his famous Sudarshan Chakra, Krishna cut his head. He died. And there was a big roar in the assembly. Somebody is killed in the assembly with a Sudarshan Chakra. That's breaking news. So some of the supporters of Shishupal, seeing that everybody is focused on the killing, they got chance, they escaped, they ran away. Otherwise, fight would have been continued. So they ran away. And a very rare event happened there. The soul in the body of Shishupal, generally after death, while death, the soul comes out of the body. When the soul leaves the body, it's called death. So nobody can see the soul. Scientists put cameras on an alive person who is about to die. And after death, they saw the recording. They saw the person is dying, but nothing got captured on the camera. Because soul cannot be captured in camera. Some scientists did an experiment, they put a glass box all around the body. Not even air can pass. Just about to die patient. Thinking that now if the whole glass box is there, the soul cannot go out, it will be inside only, or it has to make a hole to go out. And the patient died. They couldn't observe anything. Because soul is very subtle. It's not matter which will be encased in a box. Like thought. If you have a thought box around me, can't the thought be created? Thought cannot be stopped by a box. Soul is more subtle. So there can be no material experiment or sensory instruments which can perceive the soul. Because the instruments and senses can perceive some part of matter. Soul is not matter. But what happened here? Everybody watched. Some light came out of Shishupal's body. Krishna arranged that everybody can see the light. It is not some ordinary light. Now, after death, when the soul leaves the body, it is supposed to go to another body or go to hellish planets or go to heavenly planets or get liberated and go to Vaikuntha Loka. Shishupal's soul, nothing happened like this. It didn't go to another body, didn't go to hellish planet, didn't go to Swarga Loka. Krishna killed. So where the soul is supposed to go? Vaikuntha Loka. And Vaikuntha Loka will go and serve again Narayan. So Shishupal so came out to go to Vaikuntha Loka, but realized original Narayan is here, so it again came down and went into Krishna's body. Merged. Merged means becoming one. merged. There are two items, merged means they become one item. Keeping separate, together, touching is still two items. Merge is not just touching. Merge is not just inside. When I go inside a room, I am not merging with the room. When I sit on the chair, I am not merging with the chair. There are still two, me and chair. Merge is different. A and B merge, you don't have two, you have one. But the soul is eternal. The soul's identity and individuality is eternal. At no point the soul's identity and individuality can end. So this is temporary merging. So Shishupal's soul, it merged into the bodily effulgence of Krishna, or merged into the body of Krishna, or merged in Krishna, all are same. Because he is the original Narayan. In fact, Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu describes Krishna as having qualities more than Narayan. There are 50 qualities which a living entity can have. And it's only Brahma who has all those 50 in limited quantity. Lord Shiva has higher number of qualities than Brahma. 55. 5 more. These 5 jivas cannot have, which Lord Shiva has. Lord Narayana has 60. 5 more, which not even Lord Shiva can have. And 10, which not even Jiva can have. And Brahma can have. 10 extra qualities Lord Narayana has compared to Brahma. And then Lord Krishna, he has 64 qualities. He has 4 which not even Lord Narayana has. He has 9 which not even Lord Shiva has. And he has 14 which not even Brahma or any other living entity can have. 4 special qualities. What are the 4 special qualities Krishna has? Raise your hand. Yes.
Madhuri and Leela Madhuri and Bhakta Vatsalyatam, Bhakta Madhuri.
Okay. Somebody can adjust this. Shyam? Rohini Dulal? Louder on the mic. Mic. Acha. Oh, we'll have to send the mic behind.
हरे कृष्ण। वेणु माधुरी,
Venu Madhurya. 4.
लीला माधुरी, वेणु माधुरी और रूप माधुरी
And 4th?
और प्रेम माधुरी।
Right. Wherein, let's clap for both of them. So 4 special qualities Krishna has. He is the original Narayan. So Shishupal's soul about to go to Lord Narayan. But he came back. He said, Krishna is more interesting. He is here, till that I'll be here. So he merged in Krishna's body and he remained in Krishna's body till Krishna performed his disappearance pastime. And after the disappearance pastime, Krishna went back to Golok Vrindavan, Shishupal went back to Vaikuntha Loka. That's why when we worship Krishna, we are worshipping all Narayana forms, all Vishnu forms, all avatars, all devatas, all energies, all Purusha avatars, all Vishnu tattvas. He is the original supreme personality of Godhead. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidanand Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So when we worship Radha Ras Bihari, all other worship is done. Vishnu worship is done, Narayan worship is done, incarnations worship is done, Lord Shiva worship is done, Brahma's worship is done, Surya, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, Agni, even Ganesh worship is done. Just Krishna, nobody else, not even neighbor, only Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are not part and parcel of anybody else. So we go to Krishna, He takes care. Our life is perfect, our life is successful, everything done. Now, when everybody watched this, that the soul is getting liberated, it appears to be Sayujya Mukti, impersonal liberation. But actually, it is not Sayujya Mukti, it is Sarupya Mukti, because eventually the soul went back to Vaikuntha Loka and got four-handed form. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he saw this also. So later on when he met Narad Muni, he asked the question. He said, my dear Narad Muni, how did Shishupal receive liberation? He didn't do Mangalarti, he didn't do chanting, he didn't do Guru Puja, he didn't do Dandvat Pranam, he blasphemed, he criticized, he abused the worshipable Supreme Personality of Godhead. But neither his tongue got cut, nor he got diseased, nor he got punished, nor he had to go to hellish planets. What is happening? Of course, when Krishna kills somebody, all his sinful reactions go away. All his offenses are nullified. All his karma bandhan is gone. Fruitive activities are gone. He becomes eligible for liberation. But this person was so abusive. Keep on criticizing Krishna all the time. So envious. And with Jarasandh and his father Damghosh and Rukmi, he plotted against Krishna. And when Shishupal's marriage was fixed with Rukmini Devi, the very purpose of this marriage was to gather forces to unite against Krishna. Gadbandhan against Krishna. And Krishna kidnapped Rukmini. Shishupal went with an army against Krishna. And he cried a lot that my wife is kidnapped before my marriage. So it's so abusive. So Narad Muni explained that Shishupal and Dantavakra, they are not born demons. They are not from Asuric family. They were playing the role of demons, but actually they are Jai and Vijay, the associates of Lord Narayan in Vaikuntha Loka, the pure souls, pure devotees, residents of Vaikuntha. Yudhishthir Maharaj asked the question to clear his confusion that how can a blasphemer get liberation? But now he had a bigger confusion. How can a Vaikunthavasi fall down and become a demon? That is more difficult to understand. It's bewildering. How can a soul, Satchidanand Vigraha, in Vaikuntha Loka, Satchidanand Vigraha, serving Krishna eternally with so much love, can fall down from such a higher plane and come here and blaspheme the same Lord again? This seems to be confusing. Fall down from such a so great platform is not expected. Even if our friend displays a behavior which we have never seen since last few years, we get shocked. How can he speak like this? Impossible, he cannot do like this. I can't believe. It is shocking, bewildering. What to speak about two Vaikuntha associates, Jai and Vijay, personally guarding the door of the palace of Lord Vaikuntanath, can fall down as demon and blaspheme and attack the Lord to kill him and torture his devotees and kidnap Mother Sita and try to kill Prahlad Maharaj. That seems to be more shocking. Unexpected behavior. So then Narad Muni explains how the four Kumaras in their 5-year-old naked boy body or baby body, they went to Vaikuntha to have darshan of Lord Narayan. And they passed the 6 doors. Nobody stopped them. On the 7th door, 2 guards, Jai and Vijay, stopped them. Jai and Vijay thought, who are these 4 naked boys going to take darshan of Lord Vaikuntha? How can we allow them? main thing is they are small boys, naked, and want to see Narayan. That doesn't seem to be appropriate. On our gate, some naked boys come 5-year-old. The security will get confused what to do. So Jaya and Vijay thought these are not proper candidate to go and see Narayan. So they stopped. The four Kumaras got angry because they were so eager to see the beautiful form of Lord Narayan. They were so eager to receive the glorious darshan of Lord Narayan. They got angry. And they said, you are stopping us, that is a sufficient reason that you are not qualified to be in Vaikuntha. Because a devotee's job, a servant's job, is to allow the visitors to meet the master rather than be in between and not allow. A guard's job. Whom are you protecting? Narayan are you protecting? If you think your service here is to protect Narayan from unwanted visitors, then you don't know you are in Vaikuntha, because Vaikuntha Narayan doesn't need protection. No enemy can enter. There is no guard required. So you don't even know your service. You are here to facilitate the darshan, not stop the darshan, because enemies cannot enter. Anybody with an attitude of enmity cannot enter Vaikuntha. And if at all we have an attitude of enmity, past 6 doors nobody stopped us. And you are stopping us. We are just 5 boys. We are just 5-year-old naked boys. How will we possess a threat to Narayan? Naked means they are not even concealing weapons. How will we possess threat to Narayan? So you are stopping us. That's not Vaishnava etiquette. So they cursed that you are not suitable candidate to stay in Vaikuntha, you will fall down. Fall down to earth planet. And immediately Lord Narayan appeared on the scene to pacify the situation. And he personally begged forgiveness from the 4 Kumaras and thanked them for the curse. And 4 Kumaras were bewildered. We came and created a quarrel here and he is thanking us. You go to somebody's house and create a quarrel and they say, thank you very much. What a benevolent personality. We came to take his darshan and created a quarrel and he is begging forgiveness from us. 4 Kumaras couldn't understand. They are most jnanis. They couldn't understand the behavior of Narayan. And we should learn. Our behavior should be that of humility and tolerance, forgiveness and compassion, respect and polite, especially when it is expected to be something else. To be polite with somebody who is polite, is there something great in that? Is it easy? Very easy. To smile to somebody who gave us nice gulab jamun, very easy. Even dogs do that. They wag their tail if you give them some gulab jamun. What is great in that? To be polite to somebody who is impolite and rude to us and abusive to us and insult to us, that is great. That is Mahan Atma, Mahatma. To smile to somebody who insults us, that is great. That is a Sajjan, a Vaishnava. Matra sparshas kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukhada agma paino anityas. Tamas titikshvasa bharata, to tolerate. That is great. So we have come here to learn, to become great, or have a great behavior. Not like ordinary mode of passion and ignorance. Be good with somebody who is good, be bad with somebody who is bad. Not only be good with somebody who is good, be extra good with somebody who is not good. That will change the heart of an individual. If I am bad with somebody who is my bad, how will I change his heart? Then that's not preaching. Preaching means transformation of heart. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was blasphemed, insulted. Nityananda Prabhu was attacked violently. But they transformed the heart of those individuals by being humble and tolerant. That is preaching. So Lord Narayana, he has unexpected behavior. He is begging forgiveness, saying thank you. It's a big conversation. And he adds, this Jaya and Vijay are also very dear to me like you. So let's make some modification, reduce the punishment duration. And that's how they went for 3 births. First as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Next as Ravana and Kumbhakaran. And now Shishupal and Dantavakra. So after the 3rd birth, after giving a good fight to Krishna, or avatar of Krishna, after performing that Leela, they go back to Vaikuntha. At the same time, the process was followed. Shishupal, whatever it is, was every time thinking of Krishna. He was conscious of Krishna. And that's what happens to anybody who is conscious of Krishna, especially at the time of death. He goes back to Krishna. That's the formula. Yam yam vapi smaranam. Antakale chamam. Whole life, if I think of Krishna, at the time of death, I can think of Krishna and go back to Krishna. So it's a practice required whole life. Not that whole life, whatever I want, I do. At the time of death, I will think of Krishna. That thinking will not come. Whole year, whatever I want, I do. At the time of exam, I will study. You're not going to pass. You have to do your assignments, your homeworks, attend your class, give midterm exams, study, understand. So by coming to ISKCON, we are in that process that at the time of that I can think of Krishna, I can remember Krishna, I can chant Hare Krishna, I can hear Krishna. So whole life we have to practice, we have to act, and we have to participate in a way that my consciousness becomes Krishna conscious, doesn't get further degraded. If anything I do which is not going to be favorable to my Krishna consciousness, then next birth. At the time of death, I will not go back to Krishna. Again next birth. Again next life. Again in the womb of mother, 9 months, upside down. And again after you come out from your mother's womb, they will send you to school. And again he'll have to by heart A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And again you have to do 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. And again you have to dance with Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall and Baba black sheep. Already we did this year, this life, right? How many of you want to do again next life? Already millions of lives we are doing the same thing. It is foolishness to repeat it again for 25 years next life. It's not worth it. So this life, last life. So whatever I practice, whatever I do, whatever decision I take should be which helps my consciousness to become Krishna conscious, not goes in a negative direction. Further illusion, further degraded, sinful activity, fruitive activity based on profit and loss, comfort and discomfort, convenience and inconvenience, right or wrong. No, based on growth in Krishna consciousness, based on purifying my consciousness, based on elevating my consciousness, based on increasing my service and remembrance to Krishna. Not increasing my lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, material ambitions, material desires, material attachments. If I am doing that, then that's wrong. That will just give another birth and another struggle. So if I am attached to something whole life, I'll think of that at the time of death and not Krishna. There was a shopkeeper dying on the bed. And he shouted, "Where are my 2 sons?" And they kept running, "Father, we are here. How can we serve you?" And he said, "My 2 daughters, they also came. Father, we are here. How can we serve you?" My 2 son-in-laws, they also came. 2 daughters, also, "We are here. How can we serve you?" My wife, she also came. "I am here." My manager, he also came. My driver, he also came. He said, "Whole family is here." He said, "Yes, yes, whole family is here. Tell us what you want to tell." He said, "Whole family is here. Who is at the shop then?" And he died, thinking of shop. Why? Because whole life shop, shop, shop. He became cockroach in the same shop. After 11 days, the elder son opened the shop. He saw the cockroach. He said, "Papa." No, he took and put it in the gutter. Finish. What is the use of whole life shop, shop, shop? So this material attachment will not help us to go forward. We have to get attached to Krishna. And how do we get attached to Krishna? By doing our sadhana and seva, by doing mangalati, by chanting our rounds, by hearing Bhagavatam class, by reading Bhagavatam, and being busy, very busy in service of Krishna. No waste of time in Maya or in Prajalpa or in unwanted habits. So we be very busy with Krishna. Avyartha kalatvam. Srila Rupa Goswami describes 8 ecstatic bodily symptoms of Krishna Prem. One who has Krishna Prem, there are 8 symptoms in his body, like tears in the eyes, hairs standing on end, voice choking, trembling, color change, etc. But then he writes, these 8 symptoms can be imitated. Which means somebody who doesn't have Krishna Prem can display these 8 symptoms. They are called actors. Somebody can act in Krishna Prem but not have Krishna Prem. So he gives 9 symptoms which cannot be imitated of Krishna Prem. And the first one is avyartha kalatvam. Avyartha kalatvam is not wasting time. A devotee doesn't waste time. He uses all his available time in the service of Krishna. not waste time in unnecessary things. And there are 8 other symptoms. So we should be busy with service of Krishna. Keep doing something for Krishna. If nothing is there, so many visitors are coming to the temple, talk to them, give them books, share Krishna consciousness with them. So we should keep doing some service for Krishna so that Krishna, Radha Rasbihar, is pleased with us. It's Radha Rasbihar who is feeding us and we are staying in his palace. He is our master, we are his servant. So let's do something to please the master. And that something is devotional service, authorized devotional service. So we should keep engage ourselves in the service of Krishna. Chant, read, hear. Elevate our consciousness to Krishna consciousness. Always thinking of Krishna, always serving Krishna, so that at the end of life we think of Krishna and go back to Krishna. That's the purpose of our life, that's the purpose of ISKCON. To love Krishna, to serve Krishna, to think of Krishna, to practice Krishna consciousness and fulfill the mission of this life, the purpose of this life, to go back to Golok Vrindavan. So we have a great opportunity. And any intelligent person who is fortunate to get an opportunity should not miss an opportunity. He should utilize that opportunity for full benefit. So we should use this opportunity to be in ISKCON and continue to serve Krishna, Radha Rasbihar, Srila Prabhupada. Okay? We end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. If there are any comments or questions, you may please ask. So let me take questions first. Is that okay, Hanuman Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Very wonderful jewels point you have said in your class. So my question from tolerance, we heard so many times about tolerance, read in scriptures, but when we come in practical life and when somebody is rebuke us or hurt us using, we become like directly hit to our false ego, and it is very difficult to overcome these harsh words and try to like react immediately. And we also heard from Bhagavad Gita that this material body is the combination, made from the combination of the false ego and three gunas. So while the soul is inside in the body, how like these things will tolerate? These are my questions. In practicals.
So if we receive pain, the first thing we should understand, it is not this person giving me pain. I am responsible for my pain. If we blame others, it is very, very difficult to tolerate. If we take responsibility that this is because of me, it is easy to tolerate. Because of my past karma, I am receiving pain. Just like if today 2 p.m., because of my karma, I am supposed to receive pain, if I am on the road, a car will hit me. If I am in some room with devotees, they may speak something harsh and I will feel pain. Or if I am in the bathroom, my leg will slip on the watery floor. And I will say, this car driver is very rough, or this devotee is very rude, or who spilled the water on the floor. But there are everyday cars on the road, and every day I am there on the road. There is everyday water on the floor, and there are everyday devotees in the room. So this is not because of rough driver or this or that. This is because of 2 p.m. 2 p.m. I am supposed to receive pain. So at that time, whoever is around me becomes the instrument of that pain. So if I understand it's because of my karma, I will tolerate. If I blame somebody, I will not tolerate. So the pain is because of my karma. It's because of 2 p.m. Now if I am staying in ashram, generally who is around me? Other devotees. So they will become instrument of my pain whenever is required. So I'll think devotees are so bad and strangers on the road are so nice, they don't give me pain. No, you stay with them, they will become instrument of your pain when it is 2 p.m. So whomever we are staying with more, they will become more possibility, instrument of our pain when the time comes. So we think my husband or my wife is so bad, he gives me pain. Neighbor's wife is so nice, she doesn't give me pain. Go and stay, you will come to know when it is 2 p.m., she will give you pain. It is not husband, wife, neighbor, devotee, car, it is 2 p.m. When your time comes, whoever is around you will become instrument of your pain. So if we blame others, we cannot tolerate. If we take responsibility of our pain, we tolerate. Just like when a boy is playing with a ball in the house and breaks a costly piece of furniture, the mother, what does she do? She becomes angry and upset and shouts at the boy and punishes him that you naughty boy, look, you doing so much mischief, you broke such a big item, get out from here and play outside. How many times I told you, play outside? Next day, the mother is cleaning the room and she breaks a costly piece of furniture. What does she do? Nothing. She doesn't scold herself. She doesn't punish herself. What is the difference? Because yesterday somebody else was reason of the loss. Today I am reason of the loss. When I am reason of the loss, it's easy to tolerate. When I blame somebody, it's difficult to tolerate. So we should not blame. We should take responsibility of our pain, responsibility of our suffering. And when you do that, Daya Bhak, Lord Brahma says, when you take responsibility of your pain, you inherit the kingdom of God. You become eligible candidate to go back to Krishna just by tolerating your pain. Because the devotee understands a bigger pain was to come, but Krishna gave a smaller one. My leg was to be broken, but only my shoes got broke. So let me go and say, Krishna, thank you very much. You protected my leg. Rather than blaming somebody for damage of shoes. So we should understand. Without tolerance, we cannot advance in bhakti. Without tolerance, we cannot overcome dualities and go back to Krishna. So we should not blame others, we should take responsibility. So by regularly, nicely chanting, hearing, we develop that kind of tolerance. Is that okay?
Thank you so much, Guruji. One more thing, same discussion. Like in the beginning, you have said that Shishupal invests towards Krishna and Krishna tolerate. But in one point, and when the limit is crossed, Krishna kill Shishupal. So similarly, we are staying with the devotees. So we are tolerating, okay. But like how long? When the limits suppose cross, we should discuss with the authority or like.
Yeah, when your limit is crossed, you protect yourself or you seek help. You can confront the devotee and say, look, this behavior is being repeated and till now it was under my tolerance limit, but now it is not. So with folded hands I request you, please modify this behavior or let me know what change I do in myself so that this doesn't happen again and we continue to have a good relationship. So generally devotees would accept the feedback. If still it doesn't work out, we can seek help from a friend or a senior. Still it doesn't work out, there are managerial processes. We can approach the management, right? If we have good relationship, it's possible to modify each other's behavior so that we don't give pain to each other, right? Sometimes sometimes the behavior which a devotee is doing with us, which is causing us pain, can be possibly triggered by us only. So a change is required in us, right? So that should be the first step.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Next question. Satya Madhav Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your wonderful lectures. My question regarding merging with a Supreme Lord. According to Vaishnava philosophy, right, the individual soul cannot merge with the super soul, and they get 5 kinds of liberation according to Lord's will. But according to Mayavad philosophy, right, there is a process of Panchadev Upasana. They consider that worship of Lord Ganesha, Goddess Durga, Lord Surya, Shiva, or Lord Vishnu are the same. When the person takes this process, they will be supreme, or one day they will merge with the Lord, right? So, what is the difference? What is the understanding which is lacking from this philosophy or that philosophy?
What is the difference between
The Vaishnava philosophy, that right? How should we think that this is a more correct or that is correct or that?
Vaishnava philosophy and Mayavad philosophy?
According to this point, that merging with the supreme, right? Just like you mentioned about.
Yeah, so the soul and the Lord, they are two,
Yeah.
not one. Two. That's Dvait. And those who say they are one, that's Advait. That soul and Lord is one. The soul now has forgotten under Maya that I am God. Once a particular process is followed, I'll overcome Maya and I will again know that I am God. So those who are Advait, they are impersonalist. And they follow a process to uncover, come out of the illusion, and again I become God. That means I merge, I become one with Lord. We are two now, but that two is illusion. So once I come out of illusion, we are one. Vaishnava philosophy is we are two now, will always be two, and I have to serve the Lord. He is superior, I am inferior. He is master, I am servant. So I have to serve. So Vaishnava philosophy is we are two and we are eternally two. Mayavad philosophy is we are one. Under Maya we think we are two. We have to again come out of Maya and realize that I am that. I am that one. Is that what you are asking?
So which is the more appropriate, right? They are doing this merging. They are trying to be the Lord. So that is the correct things.
There is nothing called more appropriate. There is appropriate and inappropriate. There is nothing called more appropriate.
Okay.
And there is nothing called appropriate. There is right or wrong.
Yes, right or wrong? I'm
There is
asking.
nothing called right and wrong. It's true and untrue.
So you suggest, Prabhuji?
And that's Krishna consciousness. More appropriate, right, true, perfect, sublime.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
We are not God. Prabhupada said, if you think or anybody thinks I am God, then he's dog. Right? Okay?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Next question. Yes, Hari Narayan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the nice class. Prabhuji, you mentioned that to be good to a good person is not very easy, but to be good to a bad, it's little difficult. So can you please elaborate how this can be done? Is it by practice or how?
By practice, by conscious choice, to continue our consistent behavior irrespective of what is happening. By sadhana, we develop more purity and maturity to understand that there are different categories of individuals in the world with different behaviors. And for my good, I be good. So that I have always discriminated between good and bad and performed my behavior accordingly, and the result is I am still in karma bandhan. So this life, let me not repeat the same behavior. Let me change so that the result is liberation. Right? So we should go beyond this, what we have done every life and resulted into a next birth. So for my good, I should be good. So we should make a conscious choice. So whatever happens to us, we do have a conscious choice. We should make a conscious choice. The lower modes influence us, so we should try to be in mode of goodness by proper sadhana, reading, hearing, so that there is less influence of passion and ignorance when the provocation happens. Okay? Next question. Okay, we end here. Hanuman Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। कुमारों का इच्छा था प्रभु का दर्शन करना और द्वारपाल चाहते थे वे अंदर नहीं जाए। प्रभु ऐसी कृपा किए वह स्वयं चलकर आए। इससे प्रभु ने दोनों का समाधान किया, दोनों पर एक साथ कृपा बरसाई। फिर कुमारों ने प्रभु से कहा, प्रभु हमें दंड दीजिए और उनको पुरस्कार जैसा आपका इच्छा है, हम आपसे सहमत है। तब वे बोले, भक्त बनकर रहोगे तो 7 जन्म के बाद वापस आओगे। और उन्होंने कहा, अगर असुर बनकर रहोगे तो 3 जन्म के बाद वापस आओगे। जल्दी वापस आने के लिए जय विजय ने असुर बनकर रहना स्वीकार किया। प्रभु बोले, यह सब मेरी इच्छा से हुआ है। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.